Is called Rambha in Ganjam district. I have done my schooling from Dr. A.N. Khosla DAV Public School, Rourkela. Then I studied science in Jupiter Science College, Bhubaneswar. After that, I pursued my graduation in Computer Science and Engineering from College of Engineering and Technology, Bhubaneswar. Sir, I have 2 years and 9 month experience. 2 years in Capgemini India Private Limited and 9 months in HSBC Technology India Private Limited. My hobbies are Google Local Guide, wherein I upload pictures and other relevant information about small businesses and places nearby in Google Maps. Sir, I have 12 lakh views on my reviews and 2,440 contributions.
So you have completed your HSC exam from Dr. A.N. Khosla, DAV Public School.
Yes, sir.
Who is Dr. A.N. Khosla?
Sir, he is an educationist, civil engineer, and a politician, and seventh governor of Odisha. Sir, actually, he led the DAV movement in Odisha. He paid most of his salary as a governor for the extension of literacy in far-flung areas like Sundargarh district and other nearby districts.
Can you name what is his full name? A.N. Khosla.
Sir, Ajutanath Khosla.
Odisha Khosla, yes. Then you passed your plus 2 from Jupiter Science College.
Yes, sir.
In the art, I see Jupiter जैसा कोई नहीं. Do you believe in this theory? Is it true?
Sir, personally, it helped me in a career growth as well. So I believe, because I was
Only it helped you in the career growth.
no, sir.
Why did you choose Jupiter Science College? So many colleges are there to continue plus 2 studies.
Yes, sir. Sir, Jupiter Science College. First of all, some of its Jupiter teachers were my father's colleagues and college mates. So that's why.
Who is your father? What is he doing?
Sir, he is a retired. Previously, he was working as chief manager in State Bank of India, sir. So that's why my father chose Jupiter. I never had stayed in any hostel, so from a personal point of view, I felt that I have improved, matured during these 2 years, which I couldn't have achieved otherwise.
I thought you were influenced by the ad Jupiter जैसा कोई नहीं इसलिए मैं Jupiter join करूँगा.
And he said previously this was not that. After that, I think in later part they.
Oh, you passed in 2010.
Yes, sir.
You are on College of Engineering and Technology, City.
Yes.
You are an engineering graduate.
Yes, sir.
Then why do you want to join in the civil services?
Sir, civil services give us the opportunity to be part of the development process in policy implementation and later part of our career in policy formulation as well. So I want to get involved in that process. That's why I chose.
Who is your inspiration behind it? Who inspired you?
Sir, during my engineering days, I came across many profiles of civil servants who were highly qualified and could have easily earned millions in private sector, but they chose civil services to serve the country. So, not any single person, but many people, like Vinod Rai, the former CAG, and other officers.
So far as the job is concerned, you have mentioned you work as evaluator and mentor at Vision Heights. What is your job there?
Sir, I evaluate copies of GS essay paper, and partly I'm also doing mentoring of those students who have joined Vision IS as classroom students.
How did you mentor them? How are you mentoring them?
Sir, regarding the strategy of UPSC prelims and mains preparation and clearing their subject specific doubts. Sir, major doubts will be cleared by their teachers. My role as a mentor is just to guide them what to study and what to avoid.
Were you working as a career counselor there, no? What is the difference between career counselor and mentor?
Sir, career counselor will help them decide a career option. But as a mentor, my role is to guide them in proper preparation of UPSC as well as their state services examinations.
Have you heard about Birsa Munda? Who was he?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Who was he?
Sir, Bisra Munda was a religious leader and later turned a freedom fighter in Jharkhand area. He led the Bisra Munda Ulgulan movement, where he led a tribal revolt against the Britishers.
What is the reason behind it?
Sir, like Britishers were meddling in the tribal cultures, like their many traditional practices, like joint holding of their traditional land were taken away, and the role of outsiders in role of money lenders and outsiders in the tribal areas also played a role. They were forced into settle because they were living in a tribal areas and practicing shifting cultivation. But because of British influence, they were forced to settle in areas, and also Mahajans and moneylenders had a bigger role.
There is a place like Bedbyas. Yeah. What is the importance of that place?
Sir, it is geographically it is the confluence of Koel and Shank Nadi, and religious and historically it is said that Vedvyas was born and wrote Ramayana, Mahabharat.
There he wrote Mahabharata.
Yes, sir.
So, in your opinion, what are the basic qualities necessary in order to become a civil servant?
Sir, perseverance and persistence. This is my fourth OPSC mains, so I think
This is the fourth mains.
I passed. I have been giving three unsuccessful OPSC mains, so this is the first.
First interview.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I believe that persistence and the belief in yourself.
So this is the best example of your perseverance.
I think so.
Lagi raho.
So that is the quality, because even in our independence movement also, despite many setbacks, we continue. So that is one quality.
Perseverance is one quality.
And the ability to persuade people, because civil services is not a one-person job. We need collective effort of the people. So we need to persuade many officers, juniors, politicians, seniors, as well as citizens. So the persuasion ability is crucial for being a civil servant. Sir, apart from that, we need to be emotionally intelligent, because a civil servant should not act in emotionally aggressive manner, and he should be reacting in an emotionally intelligent manner to any situations or pressures.
Out of all these qualities which you have mentioned, what are the qualities you possess with yourself? One is perseverance.
Perseverance and and persuasion ability, I think I have.
Can you cite an example of your persuasion quality?
Sir,
Where you have persuaded somebody else?
sir, during my mentoring journey, I have come across many people, especially girls, whose parents have forced them to get married and drop their UPSC preparation. I have persuaded them and their parents to not to delay their marriage and at least continue preparation. So one of the student is writing UPSC mains this time. So I believe that I was able to persuade their parents.
So, Kumar, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you please justify your name?
Sir,
Meaning of Pranaya?
sir, in as per Sanskrit, it means love,
Yes.
and as per some other of other naming convention, it means one who is a spiritual leader.
Basically, the meaning of Pranaya is love,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you are from Raurkela,
No, I belong to Sir Ganjam district from
Ganjam
Maharashtra.
district.
Because my father is in a transferable job, sir.
Achha.
So I had to travel every
In
3 weeks.
which sector?
My father was working in SBI, State Bank of India.
State Bank. So your childhood days, I think Raurkela, right?
Yeah, yes.
So can you please say few more visiting place in Raurkela, the cultural place or visiting place of Raurkela?
Yes.
Because in my childhood days, I had visited there.
Yes.
Okay, so can you please say two, three, four names of Raurkela particularly? Basically, Sundargarh area.
Yes. So the most important place is Hanuman Vatika.
Hanuman.
I think it is a 75 feet long Hanuman temple. It was inaugurated by Biju Patnaik, former Chief Minister Biju Patnaik. And we have Vaishno Devi temple that is looking toward Raurkela steel plant. So Vaishno Devi temple is there. We have Hirakud Dam that is in Sambalpur district nearby.
Sambalpur.
Yes, sir. We have a Mandira Dam.
Mandira.
Yes, sir.
From
Mandira.
which river?
Sir, it is on Sank River. Yes, sir. Sir, these are the places I'm able to.
And other visiting place like very meeting place like Sanghagra, Bodhagra,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sitavali,
Ha,
the Delhi side,
Ah,
Sitavali.
yes, sir.
Okay. And I can see your optional geography and history.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the basic difference between geography and geology?
So geology is a study of a rock. It majorly focus on rocks and mineral composition of the rocks and soil structure. Geography is a parent subject of geology, which encompasses both physical and human factor and environmental factors.
Human, environment, and physical.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, nowadays, the human geography is taking mileage, right?
Yes, sir.
In every sector.
Yes, sir.
Can you please explain what exactly the human geography, when it came into existence? Because it is a very young concept in the geography, in the field of geography, right?
Yeah, sir.
After World War, it came to existence.
Sir, during World War, it was felt that human geography is more encyclopedic and it is not serving the need of human beings. So the orientation changed toward applied geography and keeping human as the center of geography. So it developed as a human geography. Sir.
Human geography, right? So I think you can say about like areal differentiation, the quantitative revolution. What is quantitative revolution?
Sir, quantitative revolution was an effort to make geography more relevant, and the main objective was to develop development of theories, theories that would help in problem solving. But later part, it was realized that it was making geography more theoretical, and application part was not present. So it led to the emergence of human geography as new regional geography.
Okay. So you are from computer science background.
Yes.
And why you select geography and history like in your optional subject?
Sir,
Any specific reason?
sir, initially when I started preparing, there was lack of guidance, and geography looked familiar because I have studied in school, so I opted for geography. Because I have drawing skills as well, so I thought I'll fetch more marks to diagrams.
Okay.
And history was I was not aware that in OPSC there were two optionals, and if I had to choose, I felt that without coaching, history is one thing I can do compared to other optionals.
Okay. So these are the subjects like you, if you select these subjects, so then it can help in both the preparation in the GS paper
Yes,
and
sir.
optional paper also, right? Keep in mind that. And just say me how geography will help you for the rest of your service part. If you will select
Yes, sir.
in this field,
Yes, sir.
so how geography will help you?
Sir, the most important thing, geography will help in disaster management because I can identify vulnerable places for mitigation and adaptation purpose. Secondly, for geography will help me in identification of backward regions, so that I can apply all the government schemes and efforts to improve the indicators, development indicators of those regions. So nowadays we have localization of SDG. So localization of SDG will also help, geography will help in identifying these regions and developing and using efforts which are specifically in need of those regions. Like if we can take the example of Western Odisha, where there is a lack of connectivity, we have to connect, and where there is lack of education, we need to work on those areas specifically as per the local needs.
Okay. Okay. So, according to your perspective, can you please say something, the problem which we are facing right now, like in Niyamgiri Hills or POSCO regarding, we are
Yes, sir.
facing this issue, no?
Yes, sir.
So, can you please say what are the basic need of that particular region or particular people?
Sir, this is a dilemma between development versus protection of local culture. So in Niyamgiri Hills, the local tribals worship, that is Dongariya Khun, they worship Niyamgiri Hill as their god. But from economic point of view, it holds lot of potential minerals. So government wanted to develop it, but lastly government choose to focus protect their local culture rather than development. So in this we can focus on sustainable development, wherein we can develop in a systematic way. First we need to skill tribals, urbans, and try to connect them into the mainland. Later on, as they develop, we can try to sustainably exploit the mineral resources of those.
The basic need, can you say the basic need for the changes in this type of situations, like what we need to exactly portray before them, like
Yes.
education
Yes.
or something else?
Sir, first we need, because there is left wing extremism as well. First we need to portray them as that government is not against the people and government is people centric. Because of left wing extremism, they are able to persuade local people that government is against them and against their personal interest. So first we need to persuade them that the government is for the local people and government want to develop the region. That is why government is giving mining lease or any other thing, and it is not against their interest. And if it goes against the interest, we should give first priority to the local people because they are the indigenous inhabitants of the state.
Okay, very good. Basic. So you are from Ganjam.
Yes, sir.
You can say Baranpur.
Yes.
Any national figure or any important prominent person, the national level, you can say from Baranpur.
Sir, B.B. Giri, former vice president.
From president.
Yes, yes, sorry, sir.
From which constituency?
Sir, from I think
At
I
that
am
time?
not able to.
Madras constituency.
Yes.
It's Madras constituency. And any important place in Ganjam, because recently the government added to complete the 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, right? 75th of, and 75th of wetland, 75th wetland. Any important places there?
Sir, Tampara Lake.
Tampara
Lake, yes, sir. It is a freshwater lake.
Freshwater.
It is fed by the Sikulya river.
Rusikulya.
Yeah, yes.
Rusikulya river famous for?
Sir, Arabata, sir, mass nesting of olive ridley turtles. Sir.
Olive ridley turtles. Very good. So, any spiritual place is there in Ganjam?
Sir, nearby Dusukulya there is Taratarini temple. So it is a historical place. Also we have Jauguda Ashokan inscription. That is one.
The Taratani temple is also known as which type of pitha?
Sir, it is one of the four Shakti pit. Sir, there is, I am not able to recall.
Shakti pit.
Yes, sir, it is one of the Shakti pit, but there is some specific to that temple, which is in India. It is one of the four.
Do you know the the real story behind the Shaktipeeth?
Sir, the goddess, when she was burned, her different body parts fell on different places. So, based on that, different temples have emerged. Sir.
So, Bhubaneswar area is also known as Bhubaneswar, we can call as Ekamra Kshetra.
Yes, sir.
The meaning of Ekamra,
Sir, I have-
we look into this. Ekamra means Eko Amba,
हाँ
Kote Amba Lakshmi, and the famous like architecture, sorry, art and architecture part of Khas Kari temple architecture.
हाँ
Which type of, how many type of architecture, temple architecture?
Sir, there are three major temple architecture: Nagara, Vaisara, and Dravida style. And
Are you sure? Nagara, Vesara, and Dravidian. In Odisha.
sir, some historians believe that Kalinga style of architecture is a subpart of Nagara architecture. But according to Amriteshwar pillar temple inscription in Tamil Nadu, who identify Kalinga temple architecture as one of the four type of temple architectures.
So, how many type of temple architecture is here? You can see.
Sir, one is that is the main Daiti temple, that is of Kalinga style. We also have Chaucer Yogini temple, that is open air circular temple.
My question is, how many types in the Kalinga style architecture?
Sir,
Devula style, to Rekha Devula,
Rekha style,
yes, sir.
Eden style,
हाँ
Rekha,
Kathak style.
Khakara.
yes sir.
Okay.
हाँ
So, next question from the governance part. So, according to you, the red tapeism, what is red tapeism, and how, and it is good for good governance or bad?
Sir, red tapeism means bureaucratic hurdles wherein officials try to delay projects or other activities through various use of government complex rules and legislation. So it is bad for the country because it delay the process and it leads to judicial pendency of cases as well.
Only delay of judicial pendency or any kind of forceful activities,
हाँ
because they pressurize the people, the mass,
हाँ हाँ to
by
follow
using the bureaucratic rules.
rules, yeah.
Okay, so you are from computer science background, so tell me something about artificial intelligence.
Sir, artificial intelligence refer to set of algorithms based on which that the software or the program try to learn itself from based on the data that is given. So as we feed more data into the system, the software become intelligent based on the user data.
Okay. Yes. So, can you say the full form of Kaliya schemes?
हाँ सर, कृषक assistance for livelihood and augmentation.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So, yes.
So you have mentioned about Jowgad.
Jowgad.
What is the importance of Jowgad in Ganjam district?
Sir, it is a Ashokan pillar inscription. So it give information about the Kalinga War and other information like turning of Ashoka from Bahri Gosha to Dharma Ashoka. And it also marks the Ganjam district was the part of Magadha Empire during the ancient period.
So besides Jowgad, in another place also there is Ashokan rock edict. In Odisha, in two places we find rock edicts of Ashoka. One is Jowgad and another is
Dhauli, sir. Dhauli, हाँ.
Yes, yes. That is rock edict number. Do you know the rock edict number? What is there at Dhauli?
13th. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In which language it is written?
Sir, Prakrit language and Brahmi script. Sir.
Pali language and Brahmi script.
Yes, sir.
Prakrit is Hathi Kumbhan.
Yes, yes.
That is it. Hathi Kumbhan inscription. Have you heard about it? What is it?
Sir, it gives information of 13-year rule of King Kharavela It is written in Prakrit, in Brahmi script, and it is the first inscription which is written in a poetic manner, and it is used as a reference in Nanaghat inscription and Junagadh inscription of Rudradaman as well. So later on, they followed this poetic style of inscription.
How could you know that he ruled for 13 years? Correct.
Sir, in Hathi Gumpha inscription gives information about his 13 years.
Achievements.
In 13 years. Yes, sir.
So you have optional, you have kept history as an optional.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me who is the father of history?
Sir,
Herodotus.
Herodotus, sir.
What is the meaning of history?
Sir, history provides information about.
What is it? What does it mean? What is history? What is the meaning of history?
Sir, I don't remember specifically that.
Inquiry. To
Okay,
know.
okay, sir. Enquiry.
Inquiry. So you go to Rambha.
Yes, sir.
So what is the significance of Rambha?
Sir, Rambha is a tourist place. Also, the formation of Odisha major movements were the king of Rambha provided shelter to many freedom fighters as well as many Utkal Union Conference events.
It has led at Rambha.
Yes, sir.
Utkal Union Conference. Have you heard about Krishna Chandra Gajapati?
Yes, sir.
Who was he?
Sir, he was the ruler of the Gajapati kingdom
At
and
that time it was Parlakhindi.
Parlakhindi, sir. Parlakhindi. He played
What was his major role
sir,
in making Odisha a separate province?
sir,
And the demand of separate province, where he put the demand?
sir, I'm not sure. Sir, I have heard that, I have studied that played a crucial role in separating Ganjam district from Madras presidency. Also, he went to London.
Yes, there he put his demand.
Yes, sir.
In which conference he attended? He was the only man from Odisha.
I don't know if I can guess. Round table conference.
Yes, first round of conference.
Yes, sir.
There's one question just if you don't mind. So you are working as a like educator and mentor in visa.
Yes, sir.
Can you please say in which subject or evaluator and mentor? Give some ideas. Really nice.
Sir, there are two categories. Either I can evaluate GS or ethics or essay paper. So I have opted for GS paper. And secondly, in mentoring, there are batches of students who join Vision IAS for coaching. So I mentor them.
Which in any particular subject or in GSP?
Sir, in GS, mostly my area is for prelims and mains.
Prelims and maths.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
So regarding answer writing and for how to choose books, because presently there is information overload. So my role is to help them identify correct material so that they get a initial start in their preparation and they don't go astray.
So according to you, as you have mentioned that check the answers of the aspirants, okay, the parameter of a good answer, what are the parameters?
Sir, as
Right into the answer. You can give the structure.
sir, do I need to tell the parameters of Vision IAS or personal?
Any kind of.
sir,
For a good answer writing, the basic parameters.
What are the criteria?
Yes, criteria.
Sir, the introduction should be something linked to current affairs. That would be a proper introduction because most of the questions have some relevance with the current affairs. So the structuring should be according to the demand of question. Like students should have written the keywords mentioned in the question. So those should be the subheadings. There should be proper underline of the subheadings. Students should have written in point format. Otherwise also it's good, but point format makes it easier for the evaluator. They should have substantiated with examples or data or facts. Even if not all the points, at least first 2 3 points they should give examples.
In which sections? Like you mentioned, like introduction. And after that,
So in body part they should divide the answer as per the demand of the question, sir.
okay, and then
Then they need to add points, and if possible they need to give examples, data or facts to substantiate. Even if they are not able to give in all the points, at least first 2 3 points they should give examples of data or facts to substantiate their points.
the way forward part and the conclusion part is important or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After that comes sir. Conclusion is very important because the evaluator give marks after reading the conclusion. So the conclusion should be positive, and there should not be any negative or criticism of government. So that is the one of the biggest criteria. And if possible, if they can incorporate SDGs or any positive information, that would be added benefits.
ठीक है
Sir,
how do you feel?
sir, more doubt. Sir, I have like mine is freelancing and part-time job. So I have worked in many places. Like I have worked in Byju's and Unacademy as well.
Okay.
Presently, I am working in Vision IS, but they are not giving me any experience certificate because it is a part-time job and contractual per question I am getting.
Reason is or an academy.
Sir, Unacademy I have experience of 7 months. Sir, there are three.
Okay, no problem.
So my doubt is should I mention Vision IS or Unacademy or the
No problem. Mention the Vision IS and also can mention the unacademy part or simply exactly like this Vision IS.
okay, sir.
It's not a very big problem.
But I don't have supporting to show my experience. So will that be a problem?
They will not see your exam certificate.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so don't think about that. They only want to know about your experience in this particular field. Right? It's like senior software engineering, Gemini India, software engineering, HSB, the experience from that that field, which will help you in this field, the civil service field, how to tackle all the situation from that part to this part. That is very important.